Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And I bid a wonderful day to Dr. Wahida. Welcome to our group presentation. My group are going to present a topic titled Facilities Management, Type and Development in Tourism and Hospitality Academic Institution or Program, specifically Classroom. Before we move further, I think it's better for me to introduce my groupmate first, including myself, Muhammad Syamsul Kamal bin Saleh, Azrai Abrar, Muhammad Izzat bin Johar, and also Muhammad Khairun Nublan bin Kamal Bahrain. And in this presentation, we will touch on 6 main aspects, including first introduction, area of the hospitality that is chosen, and then followed by type of facilities, and then advantages and disadvantages, recommendation, and we close with a conclusion. So without further ado, let's start our presentation.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I wish you happy Eid Mubarak. To my beloved lecturer, Madam Nurul Wahida, I hope you are in good health. I am Muhammad Khairun Nublan bin Kamal Bahrain. Without further ado, I will proceed with the introduction of classroom facilities. The definition of facilities can be interpreted by many ways. For instance, facilities can be said as equipment to enhance human ability, production, as well as the movement of any type of transportation from one places to another places. According to Kamruzaman and Zawawi 2010, the term facilities management cover a wide range of services, including real estate management, contract management, change management, human resources management, financial management, and health and safety management. The term also cover building maintenance, utility supply, domestic services. Moreover, according to International Facilities Management Association 2018, facilities management defined as a profession that encompasses multiple disciplines to ensure functionality of the built environment by integrating people, places, process, and technology. International Facilities Management Association has been founded in 1980. The establishment of ISMA is the beginning of existence of facilities management profession. The existence of ISMA also is to help to guide and develop facilities management profession. Furthermore, according to ISMA, there are 11 competency of facilities management professional and knowledge. Firstly, communication. Secondly, quality. Thirdly, technology. And then operation and maintenance, human factor, finance and business, emergency planning, business continuity, leadership and strategy, real estate, property management, project management, environment, stewardship, and sustainability. However, according to Zanjai 2013, lack of early facilities management engagement during the pre-construction stage may cause problems relating to the improved use of building material and equipment. Hence, related to our topic, which is classroom facilities, we need to discover the facilities used in classroom kuliah language and management. Advantages of the facilities, inadequate facilities, and proposed new idea need to be improved in order to have best academic institution for hospitality students. With that, our presentation will continue by my partner.
Thank you, Brother Nublan, for the presentation just now. Let's move on to the next part of this presentation. The area of facilities that are chosen is the educational facilities available in KLM. Tourism has been taught at a higher level because of its contribution to a better customer satisfaction and the competitiveness of tourism business. This is because education would lead to a better human resources. The educational aspects that are supplied to the students are as important as tourism bridges the link between stakeholders and future human resources. To put emphasis, recent studies stated that tourism education and training need to provide a balance between professional skills, basic knowledge, and thematic specialization for students to reach professional skills that meet the current qualitative skills that are needed in firms. Let's move on to the general overview of tourism education in Kuliah of Languages and Management. The program of tourism that is applied is in form of a 4-year degree in tourism planning and hospitality management. By nature of the course, the students were exposed to planning and management aspects of the hospitality businesses. Out of 4 years of studying, half of it is focused on planning aspects and the other half is the management aspect. Generally, the planning aspects encompasses theoretical and practical education towards the students, as there are classrooms provided for theory-related education and also practical education-related. There are 3 classrooms that are focused in this presentation, which is first the normal generic classroom, secondly is the information and technology lab, and lastly the workshop or the studios. So for the normal classroom in KLM is divided by 4. First is the normal one, secondly is what they call the seminar room, thirdly problem-based learning room, and lastly the lecture halls and theatres. Keep in mind that the seminar room is the most used classroom of all the 4 classrooms I mentioned. So in this presentation we are only focusing on the seminar room. Therefore, here are the facilities and the list of inventories that are available inside the seminar room. As we expected, the inventory inside the KLM seminar room are sufficient enough and provide a good facility towards the student. Now moving on to the size of all the 4 classrooms I mentioned before, seminar room sits between the KLM lecture hall and also the KLM problem-based learning. It means that it is a medium-sized classroom. Now, let's move on to the second classroom, which is the information and technology lab. I need to mention that the IT lab or the IT classroom for tourism students are exclusive for them. It does not mean that there are no labs or no IT labs for other students. There are, but this one lab are exclusive for tourism students as it has a various exclusive software and also hardware, such as the use of i7 processors and good graphic cards and the inclusion of Adobe Photoshop, Adobe After Effects, the inclusion of AutoCAD and so many more programs that could help with planning and management students. Therefore, let's move on to the list of inventories that are available inside the KLM lab. So as you can see, there are tons of computers inside and it could fit for almost 50 students with the inclusion of 51 desktops for them. Facilities mentioned from the normal classroom are also included in this classroom, such as smartboard, softboard, and a whiteboard. So the last exclusive classroom that is available on the campus is the studio. In the first half out of the four-year study period of a TPHM student, they are obliged to go for a site visit or field trips to a chosen place of interest to do a specific field project. This major subject is called tourism workshop. But before going for the field work, tourism students must brainstorm and make specific preparation, such as making a report on the place that they are going for. Students would spend 4 to 5 hours of classroom period brainstorming in the studio, which could cater up to 100 students at a time. The classroom has various functions for TPHM students. Exhibitions, major presentations, and seminar could be made inside this huge classroom. The workshop is open for students from 8 AM until 12 AM. This means the studio is equipped with exclusive facilities, which are a major sound systems for seminars, huge slide projectors for major presentations, and also multiple whiteboards. Other than that, the studio is also well equipped with other basic facilities mentioned inside other classrooms mentioned before. So let's move on to the inventory and size of these studios. There are 4 different studios inside KLM. First one is called Studio 1, Studio 2, Studio 3 and Studio 4. The largest being KLM Studio 1, and in the middle we have Studio 3 and 4, and the smallest is the Studio 2. Now let's move our attention to Studio 2 for a while. Studio 2 is the smallest studio from all others. However, it could still fit up to 30 to 40 students at one time. And at the same time, the chairs provided are the most comfortable of all. The studio makes use of an office class chair, which is a whole level of comfortability in any learning situation. The studio is usually used for commercial seminars that the university made for outsiders, therefore the usage of the mentioned chair. Other studios use normal chair like other classes, but with a little fabric foam for comfortable sitting, as workshop classes take up to 4 hours in class time. Studio 3 and 4 share the same size with just friction in terms of size with Studio 4. These 4 studios share the same type of table, lighting, air conditioning, Wi-Fi, smart boards and other facilities mentioned before. Here are the list of inventories that are available inside these studios. As I've mentioned before, the studios are well equipped with plenty of space and versatile usage of it exceeds the other classroom inside KLM. There has been plenty of exhibitions, seminars and events being made inside the studio. The Wi-Fi connectivity is good. The smart board is also included in the studio for small scale classes. The number of soft boards are astonishing and are enough for usage such as exhibitions and events. And lastly, the amount of customizability of the studio itself is impressive. That's all for the facilities included inside these 3 classrooms that are exclusive for tourism students. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to madam, and today I will continue the presentation. We will be listing down the advantage and the disadvantage of the classroom that have been mentioned by Izzat before. So the first one, for the normal classroom, the first one is equipped with Wi-Fi system, whereby back in the old days there is no Wi-Fi, so the student have to go to the library to find information. Then by providing Wi-Fi in the class, the student can really help the student to do their homework fast and the assignment fast. They also can see the information that the lecturer want on the class. So it really helps the student to do their work efficiently. Next, the classroom is also equipped by air conditioner. So as you know, the pago is really hot. So when we go into the class, it really cool us down and make us more comfortable and also focus to study. Lastly, as you know, all the building in the kuliah has been run by a smart energy management, whereby the temperature indoor will be based on the weather outdoor. So if the outdoor is rainy or cold, then the temperature inside will be slightly hotter. So this is really good because it will save electricity consumption. So next we move on to the ICT lab. So this ICT lab is used for the TPHM student to learn about the system or software that will be used when they're in the industry, such as the AutoCAD and also the GIS, which is Geographical Information System. So these 2 software need a really high specification processor run by a laptop to run the program. So in the ICT lab, it is provided the latest model of CPU, which can will reduce the lag when using the software. So this is also the advantage that the student really can enjoy while doing it, and they do not have a lagging problem during running the program. So they can learn wisely and also use the program and master the program. So, but the ICT lab also have common advantages such as the normal classroom, such as the aircon and also the smart energy management. Alright, next we will move on to the workshop studio that purposely built for the TPHM student to conduct their tourism workshop. So, as I mentioned before, the common advantage that it is equipped with air conditioner, Wi-Fi, and also run by smart energy management. But it's also one of the advantage that this workshop has is bigger space, larger space, so that the students can really do their grouping assignment or grouping work without any uncomfortable. As you know, tourism workshop needs cooperative and togetherness during their project. So this studio the studio also provide a microphone for, to cater the problem of the biggest space for the student or presenter during their presentation. About the disadvantage of all of this classroom and so first the common problem is Wi-Fi. Even though I say Wi-Fi is an advantage, it also could be a disadvantage to the student because in certain classes there is a low and also sometimes there is no Wi-Fi connection in the classroom, so it's really giving hard burden to the student to find information during the class. So next the disadvantage is that the space in the classroom. For the normal classroom there is a small classroom, medium classroom and also large classroom, which I consider the workshop. But for the classroom, sometimes the authority has put a class in there which oversee the number of students. Sometimes the small class, they will fit up to 35 people, which is uncomfortable for the students to learn, and it will be really hot in there because there's too cramp of people. Then next is the space in the classroom, in the workshop actually. Even though it's big, but when the student are presenting or to interact with the other student in the right side, the left side will be left behind, so they will not hear what is being presented. So next I will present about the recommendation. So this recommendation are based from the disadvantage that I presented before. So the first recommendation is we can refurbish the facilities. So there are two efforts that can be done to refurbish the facilities. First, we can reconstruct or rearrange the number of seats, number of chairs and tables in the classroom, and to prevent overcrowding. And this can lead to for the student to be more comfortable during the lectures. The second one is to change. The second effort for refurbish the facilities to change the Wi-Fi system from the old one into a fiber or fiber optic. Fiber and fiber optic system provide a better connection and faster connection. So this will help the student really well in finding information. The second recommendation is to provide a mock room or a trial room for the tourism students. I suggested two types of room, which is the fine dining restaurant and also the hotel guest room. These two will help the student to learn about the table manners, the arrangement of the forks, the spoons and the knife, and also how to rearrange the bed in the guest room. So the third recommendation is to provide or to develop a virtual reality 3D class, and this allows the student to visualize more, visualize better, and explore the room even though they are in the class. So when the lecturer move the class, the virtual class, it will lead the students to explore all the room from 360 and a 3D version, 360 atmosphere and 3D version. This is similar to the Google Earth and Google Street, where we can turn into 360 and we can see all the things around us. So it is similar to that, and this virtual reality will help the student to know the arrangement in the hotel room, and they know on the real situation. And this virtual reality will be based on the real situation in a real hotel, and so that it will help the students to know and to learn better. So that's all for the recommendation, and thank you.
In conclusion, we can say that classroom is the most basic but vital facilities in education system, because it is the first place where the formal teaching and learning process happen. And we can consider that IIM Paku is very new, so basically the facilities, especially the classroom, is still in a good condition, and the technologies provided also, you can say that quite advanced, for example, like smart board, Wi-Fi and everything. But it also have some disadvantages that the institution should cater in order to have a better surrounding for the learning and teaching process. But regardless of the weaknesses mentioned, I think that now it's come to the second phase of teaching of the education process, which is teaching and learning technique in order to deliver a more conducive learning and teaching process. That's all from me. Thank you for listening. Assalamualaikum.